Max Farrand, Ph.D., was an American historian who taught at several universities and was the first director of the Huntington Library. Early life. He was born in Newark, New Jersey, United States. He graduated from Princeton. Career. Farrand taught at Wesleyan University, then after several years at Stanford University, and a year at Cornell University, he became a professor of history at Yale University. His particular area of interest and expertise was the Founding Fathers, the organization of the United States after the American Revolutionary War. Farrand was also director of the Commonwealth Fund, founded in 1918 by Anna M. Harkness, widow of Stephen V. Harkness, investor in Standard Oil, who wanted to do something for the welfare of mankind. Max Farrand also assisted philanthropist Henry E. Huntington to establish the Huntington Library, which is located on the historic Rancho Huetadecuati in San Marino near Pasadena, California. After Huntington's death, Farrand became the library's first director, serving until 1941. Professor Farrand made many contributions to historical publications during his lifetime, as well as wrote the following books: Legislation of Congress for the Government of the Organized Territories of the United States, 1789 to 1895. Translation of Jelinek Declaration of the Rights of Man and of Citizens. Records of Federal Convention of 1787. The Framing of the Constitution of the United States. Development of the United States. The Fathers of the Constitution. The Founders of the Union. In 1940, Farrand, as president of the American Historical Society, delivered an address describing his views on history and the war then beginning, which he saw as a clash of civilizations. Max Farrand's final work, An Examination of the Letters of Benjamin Franklin, was published posthumously. Family. In 1913, while chairman of the history department at Yale University, Farrand married the renowned landscape architect Beatrix Farrand, the niece of the novelist and socialite Edith Wharton. They remodeled her family's home, Reef Point Estate in Bar Harbor on Mount Desert Island in Maine, where they spent summers while Farrand held positions in California and lived in Montecito near Santa Barbara, California. They had no children. His brother was the researcher Livingston Farrand. Death and legacy. The Farrand retired to Reef Point Estate in Bar Harbor, which they planned to establish as an independent and self-perpetuating educational corporation. Max Farrand died there in 1945, and Beatrix Farrand established the foundation as they had planned. However, she came to realize in 1955, after a wildfire destroyed part of those gardens, that the plan for the foundation was impractical. She demolished the main house and uprooted the garden, donated their extensive library and herbarium specimens to the University of California at Berkeley, where researchers could more readily access it than in Maine, and lived the final 3 years of her life at Garland Farm nearby. The Farrand are buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in New York City. During the bicentennial celebrations, James Hudson, head of the Manuscripts Division of the Library of Congress, edited a revised edition of Farrand's 4-volume, The Records of the Federal Convention of 1787.